It started as just another late shift at the pizza shop. I was used to delivering to all kinds of places, run-down apartments, sketchy back alleys, even the occasional rich neighborhood that tipped in nickels. But that night, something was off from the moment the order came in. The ticket printed with a quiet whir from the machine. Headrest, 3810 Hollow Creek Road. I'd never heard of it. I asked Mark, the guy at the front counter, if he'd seen that street before. He shrugged and said, probably a new development. I loaded the pizza into the hot bag and took off, thinking it was just another night. The drive out there was long. The city lights faded into dim rural roads. My GPS blinked twice and then again. Soon, the route turned into gravel, and tall, dark trees lined both sides of the road like silent sentinels. I almost turned back. My signal was gone, and the air felt heavier the deeper I drove. But the address glowed on my GPS screen like a challenge. When I finally reached the end of the road, I saw it. A house, old and hunched, sitting in the middle of nowhere. The house looked like it had been standing there for decades. Peeling paint, warped windows, and a porch that sagged under its own weight. No lights on, no car in the driveway, but the front door was wide open, as if it had been waiting for me. I grabbed the pizza and walked slowly up the creaking steps. "Hello," I called. Nothing. "Pizza delivery for whoever lives here." My voice echoed back at me like the house swallowed it whole. I stepped inside, only intending to place the pizza on a table and leave. But the second my foot crossed the threshold, I swear the air turned colder. The living room was dim, lit only by the moonlight slipping through broken blinds. The furniture looked ancient. A dusty grandfather clock ticked away in the corner, even though I didn't hear any power running in the house. That's when I noticed something strange. The walls were lined with photographs, hundreds of them, every inch covered, and in every single photo was me. Me in my delivery uniform, me standing outside the shop, me walking home. Some looked like they were taken from across the street, others through my bedroom window. I froze, heart pounding, the pizza box slipping from my hand and landing on the floor. I backed away toward the door, trying not to leaving so soon. A voice whispered behind me. I turned fast, but no one was there. I bolted out the door and ran to my car. But when I got in, my keys were gone. They'd been in my pocket a minute ago. I checked again, tore through the seat cushions. Nothing. The front door of the house slowly creaked shut on its own. The porch light flickered on, except there hadn't been any light on that porch before. Then my car radio turned on by itself. White noise at first, then a whisper. It said my name, over and over, louder each time. I yanked the battery connection loose from under the dash and killed it. I didn't know what else to do. I ran down the road, using the faint moonlight to guide me. I didn't stop until my legs gave out. I sat under a tree, gasping for air, trying to call someone, but my phone still had no signal. When I finally made it back to a gas station on foot, nearly 2 hours later, I tried to report what happened. The clerk gave me a blank stare when I mentioned Hollow Creek Road. "There's no road like that around here," he said. "You probably got turned around." I showed him the GPS screenshot. He blinked and said, "That's weird. It says no data available now." I went back to work the next day, shaken but trying to pretend nothing happened. But then Mark looked at me strangely. "You left early last night," he said. "Didn't take that last delivery." "What are you talking about?" I asked. He pulled up the system log. My name was never assigned to that ticket. No address on file, nothing in the order history. The whole thing gone. But I know what I saw. I remember the photographs, the voice, the way the house breathed around me. Ever since that night, I've had the feeling I'm being watched. Sometimes I find pictures on my phone that I didn't take. Pictures of me, asleep, walking down the street, standing in the shower. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, I hear that voice again, just a whisper through the vents, or behind the walls. "Don't forget us." It keeps saying that. And now, I don't sleep much anymore. I've moved apartments twice, changed my number, switched jobs, but it doesn't matter, because this morning, when I stepped outside to go to work, there was a pizza box sitting on my porch. No logo, no receipt, just my name, handwritten on top, and inside, a photo of me standing in front of that house. But this time, the front door was closed. Until next time, stay safe.